and chasing 240, kind of we knew that was probably out of reach to win convincingly. And convincingly, I mean by in 13 or 14 overs. So I went out there, and in the change room, it's just one of those things. You got to pad up, and all the fear of failure goes out of the window. You get your pads on, and you go out there, and you just have a lot of fun. Batting with Martin Guptill, who's done it all around the world and scored thousands of runs. We walked out there very relaxed. We didn't feel any pressure on our shoulders at all, and on that wicket with that crowd, it was electrifying. So had a really good time.
How would you rate your innings today? Since the pitch was also easy, it was giving all sport to the batters rather than to the bowlers.
Yeah.
And how dangerous such pitches are for the bowlers?
Well, I think any time you're chasing over 200 and you chase that total, doesn't matter what the pitch is like, it's still an incredible feeling. And for me in T20 cricket, in the short format of the game, that's up there as one of my favourite ever innings. Because I was there at the end. I think a lot of the time when I've batted in limited overs as an opening batsman, I can score 100 and then I get out and they need 20 runs or so. But tonight I was there at the end, which is an incredible feeling as an opening batsman. So for sure this will go down for me as one of my greatest.
Jason, you make many records today. Highest individual record you make most 4 and 6 runs in PSL history. First my question is this, you give some good oxygen to the Quetta Gladiators team as they needed this kind of victory.
Yeah.
So do you think that in the rest of the matches and the Quetta will win and they qualify?
Well, we've got one more game left, and my unfortunately fortunately went off on international duty and left the guys. So I'm just really pleased I was able to come back and put a performance together to put some smiles on our faces. I love this team and they do a lot for me. The staff and stuff mean a lot to me. So for me to go out and perform for them was a really special feeling. And yeah, like I said, it's nice to have a few smiles on our face in that change room. It's been a very tough season for us, and we've not put together the performances we wanted to, but we've got a great group of people. So when wins like this come along, it's a very special feeling.
Hello Jason, this is Mohammad Azaz from Crickwick. How enjoyable was it to play such an innings before the Pindi crowd today, and is this your best T20 innings ever?
This is my best T20 innings ever, yes, for sure. No doubt about it, chasing 240 runs. In incredible crowd, obviously a great wicket and fast outfield, so it was just a case of just trying to hit as many 4s and 6s as possible and get close to the total and then see where we're at. But for sure, my favourite innings, and to play here, I think it's my first time I played here, so it'll definitely live a long time in my memory.
Jason, how would you describe this match overall? I mean, around 500 runs being scored, 240 being chased in with 10, 11 balls remaining.
Well, I mean, absolutely incredible,
from boundaries. So how would you describe this match?
Incredible. I think there's only that word really that can kind of sum it up, to put it quite simply. It's a great advert for the PSL, great advert for T20 cricket. Obviously, bowlers don't want to be turning up and playing on these wickets every single game. But people watching this sort of game, kids watching this game. This is the sort of stuff that I remember as a kid watching games like this that really drew me to the game. It really drew me to people. And yeah, for sure, this is the sort of stuff that kind of draws the next generation of players.
Jason, on 3rd March you scored century against Bangladesh, and today you scored century against Peshawar Zalmi. How do you feel this conversion from one-day cricket to T20 cricket within few days?
I had no choice. As an opening batsman chasing 240 runs, I had absolutely no choice. I couldn't get myself in. I had to go from ball 1, and had a pretty tough flight. So there was a few delays and stuff. Got in this morning at about 7:30 a.m. So I'm extremely exhausted. I've had about 3 or 4 Red Bulls and 2 coffees, and yeah, I might not sleep for a long time, but I'm feeling very good and on top of the world.
Shakir Basirai, fantastic innings. The Quetta team highly rely on your performance, but in the initial matches, it was just that spark we saw today was missing.
Yeah.
It's like you forget something behind, you went back, get your batteries charged and come back and...
Maybe, I think so. I think it's just a case of playing without any fear, I had no choice to go out there and just smack it. And maybe in the other games I was being a bit too tentative and worrying too much and kind of putting too much pressure on myself as an opening batsman for this franchise. But I didn't feel it from the franchise at all. You know, they're very supportive all the way through, and I think it's my 6th game. So I mean, I'll take 100 every 6 games for sure.
Last question. Jason, everybody is describing about your innings on social media, but how you can describe Babar Azam and Saim Ayub's batting?
That was incredible to watch. Unfortunately, it was against us. I mean, it's the sort of stuff I've watched on TV loads of times with Baba, the way he plays. I think I got told it was his 700? 8th. It was his 800, excuse me. And to watch it firsthand was extremely special. He's a beautiful player to watch, and he was helped extremely well from the other end with his opening partner, a youngster coming through. So to watch Baba firsthand was very special. But he could have done with getting a little less to make it a little easier for us. But it made for an incredible game of cricket, and one that I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
Thank you.